What's up, guys? It's your boy in the Beat Central, and I'm at a place called Fat Twins in Cardiff, in Wales. Yes, I'm in Wales today, and I decided to come and check out this place because it's known to be the Halal McDonald's. Their fish burger is meant to be absolutely delicious. That's not the fish burger, that's their Fat Twin special burger, right? Basically, guys, yeah, which is like a double cheeseburger, but this is their fish burger, which is what I've come to try with their tartar sauce. They've got different things, guys. I'm super excited to be trying this out and doing this mukbang. They've got this special sauce here as well. I think it's like Algerian sauce, and they've got the big tea sauce. No, actually, that's the chipotle, but and this is the big tea sauce. Okay, I'm confused. This is special sauce, right? But this looks like Algerian sauce. I think it is Algerian sauce. It looks exactly like it. Let me smell it. You smell it? Yeah, Algerian sauce. It smells. They call it chipotle, and the big tea sauce. Let's see how that smells. I think that's like the hollandaise sauce places do. Let me move this out the way. Guys, they've got their fries and everything. So let's begin. I'm going to begin this mukbang by taking a bite of the fish burger. Bismillah. Let me tell you how it is. Right? Oh. You want a bit of a voice sound, yeah? Bismillah. Oh my god, that cheese is the same cheese as McDonald's, like cheese, the exact same cheese they use. You know what? The buns practically the same. The cheese, the cheese is practically the same as well. The difference between the fish is, I think this is actual codfish, so it's different. It's actually the closest McDonald's filet fish burger I've ever had in my life. And it's good. That is a very good burger, literally, guys. I'm actually surprised. Everything is literally the same apart from the fish, which is a little bit different because it is cod. Now, whether it's better than the McDonald's one, I don't know. I can't really say. I wouldn't say it is. But I know that the fish in McDonald's is a cheaper fish, right? That's usually pollock. So it's kind of strange to be saying that. But, or maybe it could be because I'm so used to McDonald's. But this is a very good fish burger. I will say that it's the nearest filet fish burger I've ever had in my life, right? Which is actually interesting. Now, you know, today's topic is going to be... Guys, today's topic is going to be about pursuing your dreams and trying to change your family generational wealth, right, and success. So what I mean by this is, especially if you've come from a place where, you know, your family hasn't had much, which I know a lot of my followers are in that position. If you're not in that case, then amazing for you, but you still can take note of what I'm saying, right? You know, if you come from a place in which you never had much, you need to understand that you could be the reason and you could be the person who could change your family tree. Does that make sense? You could change the way your family has been for many generations. If your generation has been poor, or they haven't had much, especially if you're an ethnic minority, and you're in the UK, and you know you want to do better for your own kids and or your grandkids, etc., you need to take note of what I'm going to say. Right? You know, we have an opportunity. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Everything's on point. It's a double cheeseburger. Tastes like a place called Burger Shack in Birmingham. Crumbly beefy texture. Algerian sauce with the cheese. There's pickles in there as well. Softness from the bun. I love it. Good. I know I'm meant to be talking about this, but I'm testing out everything, right? Because obviously I haven't been here before myself. These fries, they smell like McDonald's fries as well. It's mad. It is actually halal McDonald's, man. Practically. I'm trying to taste it. They're practically the same as McDonald's fries. which is actually mad. Guys, the same, the crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, exact same thinness, same amount of salt that they usually put. I'm actually surprised at this. I'm actually surprised. So I was saying to you guys now, okay, listen, right now, you need to be thinking about how you can change that generational sort of wealth, right, and success that's been a massive thing, which has probably been holding your family back for a long time. And what is it? It's mindset, right? You know, everyone would love to be in an amazing situation in life. You'd love to be in a situation where you could be super successful, be recognized for it, and, you know, be able to provide for your family. But a lot of the times, we just aren't able to do that to the extent that we want to. And I think that's what's happened. The people, it's not that people haven't tried, it's that they haven't had their mindset and their mind open enough to realize how much they could get. Let me give an example, right? So most people, what they do is they settle for comfortable. So they think, okay, look, I want to live a life where I'm comfortable, so I can pay the bills, I can, you know, look after my kids, etc. And what you start to realize is, when whatever you aim for in life, you might not get exactly that, but you'll get near enough that. So if your aim is to be comfortable, right, that basically means that if your mindset of comfortable is paying the bills, looking after everything, you might still be in a position where you're struggling because your kids might want things that you can't provide because that weren't in your vision. Does that make sense? So for example, if you were in a position where you can pay your bills, you can put food on the table, etc., that's amazing. But what about the feeling when your kids, or if you're a kid and you can't get your kid something that they want because you can't afford it? Like, imagine that feeling, right? Imagine the feeling that, you know, you're looking at something that you really want to eat, but you can't buy it because you can't afford it, because you're worrying about the bills, you're worrying about your family, you're worrying about getting how much cash in your pocket. What happens there is people become depressed. And this is why a lot of people are miserable out there, because they don't realize that when you think about being comfortable, really what you want is super success. You want to be in a position where you can buy whatever you want, go wherever you want, not have to worry about anything, not have to think about anything. But the only way you can get that is by thinking about getting it. If you don't think about achieving these levels of success where you can attain whatever you want, then you're never going to get there. And the desire for being comfortable, right, you'll soon realize that it's not comfortable at all, right? Because just paying the bills and putting food on the table is not going to cut it. And when you do end up buying something that you really wanted, that's quite expensive, you end up with no money left. Because most people end up spending so much and then having nothing left at the beginning of the month when they get paid, and have nothing left towards the end of the month, right? I always try and explain this. I have to do that. Right. Bismillah. No, what I mean by this is, guys, is, look, I see a lot of people all the time, right? Especially when I'm doing various things, whether it's, you know, speaking to people in public or fundraising and stuff, and I realize, guys, I see a lot of people going out there and blowing most of their money on clothes which they just about can afford, right? Clothes and accessories they just about can afford to look like they're rich. Let me give an example. I see a lot of people going out and they're buying designer stuff without any money left over. Now, I wear designer clothes, right? I do wear designer clothes. But whenever I buy designer clothes, I'm always buy it proportionately, right? Like, I won't go out, even though I can, like, mashallah, I've saved quite a bit of money, you know, and I have a few investments out there, you know, I could easily buy certain things, but I'm not stupid. The way I see it is, I always spend, right, and then think, okay, I'm going to have more left over, right, and what can I make sure is valuable? So let me give an example, right? You know, I right now have a Hugo Boss jacket here right now, yeah? So I've got a Hugo Boss jacket here right now. Is this jacket you might see wear? Now, this jacket costed about, I think it was, I can't remember right, but it was between £250 to £300. Now, that might sound like a lot, But it really weren't when you really think about it, because there's people out there going and buying, let's say, Canada Goose jackets, right, for £1,000, right? Now, not to say that I won't have a Canada Goose jacket, I might get one. But what I'm trying to say is they'll go and get it when that's all the money they have. So they'll get it, like they'll spend £1,000 or £800 or £700, but now they've got no money left over, right? Now, what was the point in that? That's the stupidest thing ever. Whereas you could still buy a nice jacket, let's say the Hugo Boss jacket, and still have loads of money left over, right? And you can buy 2 or 3 jackets if you want, which will come into use. So who are we trying to impress? Who are we trying to impress, really? Like, some people say, oh yeah, but it's good to treat yourself. It is good to treat yourself, but it's not good to punish yourself whilst you're treating yourself. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up spending that money, and now you punish yourself for the rest of the month or a few weeks or however long it is, because now you can't afford to buy the rest of the things that you need to, right? Like, you might not even be able to afford to give to charity because you were so stupid enough to go and spend all that money just to look cool. And no one cares. No one cares. Like, there's so many people out there. What's that? Like, think about it. There's so many people out there who buy these kind of things, but they do it for what? Someone's going to compliment them, but what they're going to compliment you for? If you're wearing a Canada Goose jacket, loads of people are wearing it. That's the worst thing. Everyone's like sheep. Like, they're wearing the same clothes that everyone else as well. Like, they might be wearing like a Louis V pouch, but that Louis V pouch, you see so many people with it, so now it looks common. So it's not even like, yeah, or like everyone will be like, wow. Like, for example, when I buy my clothes, you'll notice my clothes can be quite colourful. They're always quite different. I tend not to go for dull colours. Only sometimes I do, but I like colourful. Like, even if it's top, it's colourful, right? You know, I like artistic stuff because it's different, and I like to buy things that most people don't have. So if you're not spending money on something that most people wouldn't have, I understand that, as long as it's within the limits and you've still got a lot of money left over. You've got money to invest, you've got enough money to give charity, you've got enough money to buy whatever food you want and do amazing things with it, you know. A lot of people, you know, another thing is a lot of people go on holidays and blow all the money that they've saved on that holiday, right? And they say it was for a memory, right? It's not just about that memory. Why couldn't you have gone on the cheaper holiday, right? Stacked a bit more money, invested it, and then next year, whilst you've saved a bit more and you've got a lot more money left, then you go on that holiday. But people want it right now. They want to go to Dubai right now. They want to go to Los Angeles right now. They want to go in LA, but that's an example I'm giving you. Like, everyone wanting to go to Dubai right now. They want to seem cool. They want to spend all this money to look good in front of people who don't care about them. In fact, we're in a time right now where, guys, literally, we're in a time right now where people do not care about your flex. They do not care about your flex. Why don't they care about your flex? Because they care about themselves right now. People are at a hard time. They don't want to see you flossing, right? You know, they don't care if you're buying all this designer shit, or you've got all these material things, or you've gone and lived in a 7-star hotel or something like that. They don't care. They care about what you can give them. If you're going to share something, what can you do for them? Can you show them how? You know, what can you teach them? I think it's amazing when someone will go out there and they show their feeling. For example, if I went to a 7-star hotel or a 5-star hotel or whatever, a sick one, and I showed my feeling like, wow, oh my God, I've never been here, you might feel happy for me, because like, you know what, I'd feel like that. But you know, they're like, yeah, I'm chilling, or they take a photo, like trying to act cool. It don't make sense to me, because no one cares. Like, who are you doing it for? You have to realize this, that, guys, no one actually cares about what you do, right, what you wear, or anything. And some people, especially, okay, if it's the opposite sex, they might, if they are attracted to you because of that, what you're going to do when they've got the money. For example, so a guy might buy some designer clothes, or he might go to, you know, a club or something and spend loads of money acting rich, right? You buy loads of clothes. Let me repeat that because I want it to be snippetable. I know I keep repeating it, but I have to because I want it to be snippetable. Like, I can get a snippet out of that and then put it on my Instagram, right? Okay. So let me give an example, guys. There might be guys, there are guys out there who will buy really expensive designer clothes, meaning that they don't have any money left over. They'll go to clubs and blow all their money to look rich, right? to maybe woo this girl that they might potentially meet. Yeah, like they don't even know which girl they're gonna meet, but think, I might pull a girl today, right? We end up pulling that girl. That girl thinks that they've got loads of money because of the clothes they're wearing and the way they were flossing, and this person has spent all the money that they had, and they've got no money left until next month or something, right? So you can't link the girl up, right? Or if you do link her up, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna take her? You've just made her think you've got loads of money. You can't just take her to McDonald's. You've got to take her somewhere expensive. This is the issue we have. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So you're impressing people and then you're going to look stupid, right? Sometimes I've been fundraising and I've seen people with Louis V bags and they've just been shopping. Maybe they've got Canada Goose, maybe they've got Montclair, whatever they've got. And or they've bought, some resold trainers like Jordans or whatever. And then they ain't even got, anything else left, and they've even showed me the bank account saying, yo bro, I've just spent all my money, and you're thinking, hold on 1 second, these people are stupid. Are you actually going out there, you're blowing your money to look rich, but you're actually becoming broke, you've got nothing left till maybe next month or in a few months or whatever, for what? To look cool, to look rich, and when you actually get tested for your richness, you ain't got nothing. Like, that's the most stupidest thing ever. The goal should be to be rich, not to look rich. Like, I wear designer clothes, mashallah, and I do buy nice things, but it's all in my limit. Just know when I buy things, I'm not spending all the money. I always have a lot more money left over. Mashallah, I had investments. I buy and sell things behind the scenes as well. And, alhamdulillah, I do make good money, but I'm not a show off. Right? If I buy designer clothes, that's not to show off. And I will never do it in terms of blowing all my money. That's nothing I will do. And this is something I want you to get inside your head. If you're young and you listen to this, this is going to help you so much. I've never done a mukbang in a place, so it's kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel a bit, usually there's like a review on it, but you know what? This might be something I might do. I might do this more. It's a good idea, isn't it? Go places and do a mukbang instead of a review. It's just wanna. You can get value from it. Guys, that's really far down. And in Cardiff, Fat Twins is the one. It feels good. The burger was fire. The fish burger was really nice as well. The closest to McDonald's I've had in my life. But yeah, man. You remember what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish this off right now, yeah? I don't want to waffle on too much. Remember what I'm saying, right? Basically, guys, you have to make sure that you're smart with your money now. With your money, invest it. Guys, if you're young especially, if you've got friends and stuff, come together and think about what can you sell. There's all of the new hype. Now you got the Squid Game toys, etc. Before you have the puppets, you have the spinners, everything. So whenever a hype comes, you could, if you're saving your money, you could invest it into them and sell them, right, to your mates or in school or whatever you want to do. You get me? This is something you want to really think about, but that you can do, right? Like, literally, it's all about thinking about the goal is to be rich, not look rich. Does that make sense? And if you are rich, it doesn't mean you've got a bit of money. It doesn't mean you can't spend, but you still always want to be smart in the sense that you know what you're doing with your money, and you're always thinking about investing and what you can do with it. Does that make sense? And as long as you're thinking like that, guys, you're going to be very lucky. Trust me. And you're going to be smart in life. Like, literally, you will save so much money. You're going to be way happier. And life will be good. But listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. The food was delicious. I love this place in terms of how nice the food was and the fact that it's in Cardiff, because today's been a good day. Today's been a good day. I love it. Like, when I say love this place, I don't just mean this food place. I mean Cardiff as a whole. People are friendly here, man. It's really good. Like, even the place here, Like, their customer service skills are amazing. They're really friendly. You don't usually get that, like in Birmingham, especially. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that I was happy about. But yeah, guys, make sure you like the video, make sure you comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Navid Central.